Did you know most people think Stoicism is about being completely emotionless? But that couldn't be further from the truth. In fact, Stoicism has a lot more to do with emotional resilience and wisdom than avoiding feelings. So, if you're ready to bust some myths about Stoicism, stick around because what you're about to hear might just change the way you see this ancient philosophy. Stoicism, an ancient philosophy from over 2,000 years ago, is having a serious comeback. You've probably seen quotes from Marcus Aurelius or Epictetus on your feed. But what's all the hype about? Today we're going beyond the surface to explore why Stoicism is more relevant than ever and how it can bring balance to our modern lives. Let's start with the big misconception. Many people see Stoicism as a practice of cold-hearted indifference, like a training manual for robots. It's often misunderstood as promoting apathy, as if Stoics are supposed to detach from emotions entirely. But here's the real story. Stoicism actually teaches us how to engage with life's highs and lows with a steady mind, not an emotionless one. The key isn't about feeling less, but about learning which feelings to give power to and which to let go. And for anyone dealing with stress or anxiety, that skill alone is a game changer. But where does this idea of emotionlessness come from? It's partly because Stoics talk a lot about controlling what's in our power and letting go of what isn't. For some, that sounds like emotional detachment. But it's really about gaining clarity, knowing what you can change and what's beyond your control. Once you understand this, Stoicism starts to look less like not feeling and more like feeling with purpose. So let's clear up these myths and dive deeper. Now, what are the core ideas of Stoicism? The first big one is virtue. Stoics believed that a virtuous life, a life of moral excellence, is the ultimate goal. For them, this meant pursuing values like wisdom, courage, justice, and self-discipline in every action. Instead of chasing happiness, Stoics argued that if you live virtuously, happiness naturally follows. Then there's the dichotomy of control, which may be Stoicism's best-known concept. It's the idea that our energy should go toward what we can control, our thoughts, actions, and choices, not toward things we can't control, like other people's opinions, random events, or even how things will turn out in the end. By focusing only on what we can control, Stoics believed we'd find true inner peace. And here's a tip for daily life. Whenever you're stressed or frustrated, try asking yourself, is this within my control? This simple question can pull you back into a Stoic mindset, helping you let go of what's unhelpful and focus on productive action. Now let's take this to another level with a key insight from Epictetus, one of the most famous Stoic philosophers. He said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." Think about that. He's telling us that our reactions hold more weight than any external event. This is where Stoicism's real power lies. It gives us a sense of agency over our emotional life, regardless of the chaos around us. Here's a great example. When life throws us a curveball, a sudden job loss, a breakup, a cancelled plan, the Stoic approach isn't to ignore the pain or pretend we're okay. It's to acknowledge the challenge, feel the emotions, but then ask ourselves, how can I respond to this constructively? What is the lesson here? By reframing situations in this way, Stoicism teaches us to use every experience as a stepping stone toward growth rather than a setback. And here's another gem from Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor who was also a devoted Stoic. He said, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." For Stoics, every obstacle is a chance to build resilience. Isn't that a powerful way to face life's challenges? So, to sum it all up, Stoicism isn't about shutting down your emotions. It's about understanding them, choosing how to respond, and living with purpose. With the virtues of wisdom, courage, justice, and self-discipline as guiding lights, Stoicism gives us a toolkit to face life's difficulties without losing our balance. Now it's your turn. What's your take on Stoicism? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear your perspective. And if you're curious about applying Stoicism in your everyday life, check out our next video where we dive into practical Stoic exercises. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out. Until next time, stay strong, stay Stoic.